All right, today we're going to bring an M.2 Gen 4, 4 terabytes, NVMe 1.4. We're going to test it out and see how it works because this is the most inexpensive M.2. I got it for two reasons. One's for a PlayStation 5 upgrade, which is you need the Gen 4 generation, all right? Just make sure you're aware of that. Now, they do tend to overheat when you have a lot of transfers in there, so make sure you also put a radiator on the top, or maybe just a thermal tape if you can, all right? That's only if you're going to start using it, massively using it. So we're going to set this up on a computer profile. Before we do that, we're going to set it up on an external drive to see how well it reads first. So let's go ahead and open it up and see how it works. We're going to set up our NVMe here. For this docking station, you do not see screws. It comes with some plastic enclosure. So basically just put it in. This is a 4 terabytes that we're putting in here. All right, for testing purposes, we're going to set it up on our Surface Book here. So we're going to plug it in, and if you notice, Surface only has two Type-C connections. All right, we just format the actual drive to 4 terabytes. You can see it here clearly. So we're going to do a couple of tests on it. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so we got the test result, and we set up another monitor. Read information is 1033, write 1036. Now, different sequences that we see all the different speeds on it, but the maximum speeds that we got was with the 1000 range, which is not bad, you know. But for being a Generation 4, it should have been a little quicker, but because it's not the fastest M.2 there is in the market, we should have got something like a 980 or a 990. Samsung's a little quicker, but it does a job for retaining files and videos and so forth. Very simple. All the things work out of the box. I hope you guys enjoy the video.